Go.
You know what? I think it's better now because connection was a little messed up. But we are back, right?
We are back.
And we're back. Welcome
Ooh.
everybody. This is Now Watch This. This is Lucky the Dork Dad. And with me as always is little Joe. What's up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What are we 2 weeks back and we're
What,
rolling
what is going on?
in a row?
In a in a row? uh,
You
right. Right. Um
oh, that's so good.
uh what was this one? Okay. What's up, man? What's going on? How was your week, this past week? What you been doing?
Um I guess it's been kind of busy. Like, back to school is next week or is tomorrow, and as we record this on a Sunday, back to school is tomorrow for my kids. Your kids start already?
Tuesday. They start Tuesday. That's weird, right?
Oh, yeah. You know, you know how the North Side is, bro.
Well, not the north side.
Yeah. Oh, where are y'all? Y'all ain't the East Side.
But I'm talking about school. It's not the north side school district. It's
Oh, it's
Church, Church Cibolo,
Oh
whatever
yeah.
it is called.
But
Um,
yeah, yeah. So we start back to
hey,
school
mira,
next.
we're matching.
Yeah.
Oh, we're matching today.
Well, and guys, we
It's
didn't call
hardly
it.
ever it's hardly ever I wear one of our shirts, but I am today.
No, no, no. I'm always representing it as much as I can. Um, I went out to a school function yesterday, and then we went like because it's the first time we kind of gone out in a little bit, and they had a like it's called Huddles and Hills, and they had a kind of gambling setup, right? So it was adults only. The kids don't go, and
Really?
yeah, we went out there, and they have it every year. It's kind of you can hang out with the coaches and everything. It's the launch of the school year for the football team. They raised a lot of money, so we went out there. I played some Texas Hold'em. I won, but then we didn't like when you win, you win a raffle ticket, and then we didn't win shit on the raffle. So, oh well, it's for the kids.
I They had something. I was working yesterday,
Uh,
but whatever. They had something at the school, media day,
yeah,
where I don't know. That's where they take the team pictures, and my daughter's on the dance team, so they take a picture with the football team, and
yeah,
it's a bunch of stuff like that. That was in the afternoon, but in the morning, like I said, it's new for us. My youngest starting, he's going to be in ninth grade, and he's doing cross country. So they do this kind of thing with the whole team. They have this kind of like they make up teams, and they have this kind of like relay, blue
mhm,
versus gold, team colors and or school colors, and they just do a little race, just to
yeah,
start off the season.
yeah.
So yeah, looking forward to that too, coming up.
Yeah, man. We had media day too, and um it it was the kind of first time I got to go see my son in uniform and out there practicing, and he's slated to be the starting safety this year for the varsity, which in our
Nice,
yeah,
nice.
in our district, it's pretty good. So, um, I've always talked so much about my older son, but I mean, like even his junior year, he played, but he wasn't a guaranteed starter. So this guy's he's stepping up, man, and he's making a little name for himself. He looked good yesterday. Again, he's a underclassman, so he didn't get to pick the number he wanted, but he got a good number. He should be wearing number 12 this year. And I mean, we'll see how it goes, man. But we had media day, and I got to get out there and take pictures with them, talk to the coaches out there, and then like I said, we went afterwards and did that thing, and then we went to
And
see my
then
brother-in-law. Yeah, we went to see my brother-in-law at a bar. Saw some '80s rock and roll. But again, I'm wearing my Now Watch This shirt out there, and but the one with our picture on the back. So
Ah,
I had some people asking about that. I
wait,
also,
is that you on your shirt?
yeah. I'm like, oh, y'all don't have a shirt with your picture on the back? Sucks to be y'all.
God, I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah. um,
Uh,
I, we work for a lot with a lot of people from out of town, right? And I had some visitors come in because, of course, they're trying to sell us on some stuff, and we started talking movies. And my boss was like, "Yeah, Joe has a podcast," and we started talking about that. And dude, they were interested, man. They it like kind of took over the whole conversation. I was
right,
showing them my stickers and stuff like that, and I don't know, maybe we'll get some new listeners there. So
all right.
yeah,
Sounds good to me because we could use them. We could use them.
yeah. I mean, we're probably our biggest fans anyway. So
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
yeah, I laughed so hard at our episode last week. And again, I told you afterwards, I was like, dude, it's been a while since I fucking laughed that hard. So it's good to do, man.
Yeah, it's good to be back, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Guess who's back?
Yeah, back again. I'm gonna like using that one, right?
Yeah.
That one or this one.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's
We're back. We're back. Um, so thought we'd change it up, right? We'll talk a little bit about our weeks and
Yeah.
a little bit of news. What's coming up in the news here, or anything
Well,
in the movie news or
yeah.
regular news.
Well, in regular news, more UFOs sightings.
Aliens. Did we talk about that last time? Aliens.
I I think
I don't
we
remember.
kind of we mentioned it a little bit, but we didn't get too much into it. Apparently, like there's a big thing in Las Vegas where did you hear the 911 call? Like the call was actually like they
No.
called in, said there's two creatures in our backyard, supposedly big ass creatures.
No, stop.
Dude, you didn't hear that?
So no, but it's so funny, right? Like all this UFO talk. I was thinking about it, right?
Yeah.
First of all, why? I mean, I'm sure there's stuff out there, right? I'm a believer, but um, one, why would they? There has to be a reason why they would come to our planet, and um, why does it only seem to be in the United States? It's like really.
But I don't know if that's the case, look. Like they're talking about shit that's all over the place now. Like I started hearing again, I listened to like or I watched like the clips with Joe Rogan and stuff like that. Like true or not, like there's a lot of cases around the world. Like um Jerry D of Totally Rad Christmas fame, he did an episode about a UFO landing in because it happened in the 80s around Christmas time
Okay.
in England, and the story about that, like the news story about that, is that there was a nuclear weapons cache, and the government's not reporting it, but these guys are landing and fucking neutralizing nuclear weapons caches all around the world, and this is why they're just now fucking reporting this shit.
I don't know.
I don't know, bro.
Uh, but yeah, aliens. Nobody cares because no,
The world's
because
going to shit anyway.
because somehow Trump is gonna be running for president. I don't even know. I didn't even look that up, but I
While
don't even
he's
know.
what's called, yeah. Now
Whatever.
politics is not my thing. Look, politics and movies maybe. Um,
I don't know.
and speaking of politics and movies, bro, um, do you hear Gal Gadot was supposed to do Wonder Woman 3 and now she's out?
I was kind of excited for that. I mean, um, people shit on Wonder Woman too, but I mean, I like it. It's Wonder Woman, right?
I like Kristen Wiig in it.
Yeah, not the final cheetah though. I mean, that was
Yeah.
she didn't look all that great, but
No, 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 no.
yeah, I like Kristen Wiig, definitely.
Hmm.
Bridesmaids, hell yeah.
I mean,
Um,
I had
but
I had big thoughts about it because they had Pedro Pascal too, and he's killing it and everything else. But fuck, he sucks in that movie.
he can't do no wrong right now. I'm telling you, can't do it. Um, but yeah, Wonder Woman 3, I was kind of excited about it, and then James Gunn said, "Nah, it ain't happening." But I think I'm okay with, because why not?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, here, I again, I've heard the outrage, and I've heard the fake outrage, and the fire gun shit and stuff like that. Now, imagine, okay, you're not gonna bring back Cavill, you're not gonna bring back Affleck, but you're gonna go ahead and bring back fucking Gal Gadot. No, I think you gotta scorch the fucking earth, bro. Scorch the earth, and let's start new.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much what he's doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm excited for the Blue Beetle. That's going to be the kickoff of his new universe or whatever they're going to call it. It's not DCEU. It's going to be something else. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
he's
I'm
gotta he's
excited,
gotta do his own thing, bro. He's gotta
and
do his
and
own thing.
and he likes these off-ball characters, like, which I don't mind. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the depths of DC,
Yeah.
because nobody knew who the hell Guardians of the Galaxy were. I guarantee you
No.
that. Um, and look what happened to them. So I don't mind it, man. Bring in some oddball characters we don't know about, and just see what happens. You know what I mean?
Now, Blue Beetle, like for all like I'm kind of excited about it. Again, we know why I don't like
Yeah,
part of it.
because the
But
FTP. Yeah.
yeah, fuck that puto. I can get over that shit though. Because it is fucking. We got some Latino representation, right, in the superhero realm. So fuck
Yep.
it. Like I'm kind of good with that. And if it is like you said, like this is gonna lead into this new James Gunn universe, the Gunniverse or whatever the fuck. I'm
Hey, that's
all
good. Gunnerverse.
for it, right? I'm all for it, bro. Like, I'd rather give this guy a chance, and hopefully we have one voice leading DC. You know, again, I've heard people bitch about it, and I was just listening to a podcast today that was like, "Oh man, like James Gunn ain't even in charge. It's DC that is," and I don't think that's the case, man. Like I think they're gonna give this guy a chance and let him do his thing, and until we
I
see
would.
other, we gotta see it, right? We gotta give it a fucking chance. We can't just fucking shit on it from the get go.
I just hope they listen to him, and I hope he tells them, y'all don't know what the fuck you're doing. Y'all just fucking going whatever's gonna grab money. Just like, let's do this. Let's do this. How about let's make good movies? How about that?
Yeah, because
And
I mean,
you make good movies, and the money will come.
because people are even shitting on Feige right now. Like people are like, man, like fucking Marvel's fucking up. Like the last couple of Marvel movies didn't do so well. I mean, all these Marvel movies
Yeah.
released on digital, and I gotta be honest, I haven't even gone back to fucking watch them.
I mean,
Um,
they called it? They called it Marvel fatigue because, man, we were getting like Marvel like
yeah,
every few months. It's like Marvel this, Marvel that, Marvel this. I think people are kind of burned out on Marvel.
like I'm gonna see Loki, and I gotta see what Loki brings. But again, dude, I'm not as excited as I was before. Again, I told you Secret Invasion. I didn't think it was that great. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
you know what I am excited for?
what's that?
It's coming out this month because, like I always say, uh, Star Wars over Marvel. Is Ahsoka.
Oh, is it? See, I don't
Yeah, it's
even know
coming.
that. Like, I
Well,
guess I haven't been into it. I don't know.
it's like it's more for the diehard. I don't want, maybe not diehard, but if you ever seen the Clone Wars or Star Wars Rebels, like the cartoons,
Mhm.
this is huge because she was huge in both of those series.
Yeah, yeah,
And everybody was excited when she came out on The Mandalorian. And Rosario Dawson is the perfect
yeah.
Ahsoka, and I'm excited, man. I'm
I
excited for
I
this.
I, I love Rosario. Now, is this going to be a movie or a show?
No, it's a show.
It's a show. Okay.
It's a show. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Rosario from. I mean, almost everything that she's done, but like the fact she does the Kevin Smith stuff and she shows love to that man. I love her in that shit. You do a Kevin Smith movie, like I'm forever a fucking fan.
Um, what else is going on? A bunch of
I
sequels, right? We're
yeah,
still
yeah.
talking movies.
I didn't know this was coming out, but Good Burger 2 is coming out. Are you excited
I
for that?
saw.
Did
I
you
saw.
like Good Burger 1?
I mean, I think that was like that's millennials thing. No, I don't know.
I all I'm gonna tell you is Sinbad's in Good Burger 1, bro.
Is he?
Yes.
I mean, I know of it, right? Like in
Yeah.
welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger, and take your. I know. I mean, I know that stuff, right? I
Yeah.
mean, I know I've seen it before the movie. Yeah, why not, right?
Yeah. I mean, again, I wasn't a big. I didn't watch Kenan and Kel, and or is that yeah? It was that
Yeah,
show, right? Or
it was a
those.
show, right?
Yeah, but the Good Burger movie I did like when it came out. I thought it was a good movie. I like Kenan Thompson. I like him on Saturday Night Live, so I'll check that shit out.
Yeah,
Um, Beetlejuice 2 is in the works. Jenna Ortega is playing the daughter now. Um,
I know that
so
people have been talking about a Beetlejuice sequel for a long time, and I think they saw Jenna Ortega and Wednesday, and they're like, "Oh, she'd be perfect."
yeah,
Um, is it typecasting? Maybe, right? It's kind of a similar character,
right, right, right. I mean,
but
she's
I'm down
got
for it. I'm down for it.
yeah,
Bring
yeah,
back Michael Keaton.
yeah.
Hell yeah!
I wonder if we'll see like Gina Davis or Alec Baldwin in it. I haven't heard that. I saw Winona Ryder. Um, but
Yeah, she's
that
got to be because she's supposed to be her daughter, right?
yeah, yeah. It's gonna be. She's playing her daughter. Um, um, coming out more like a bit sooner is you've never seen The Equalizer. You said right?
You know, I haven't. I know they're good movies. Like
Yeah,
I've seen bits and pieces when it's just like on,
yeah.
and like I'll sit down for a little while and watch it, and I'm like, man, this looks good. But then I never get back into it. But
I'm a
there's
big
making another one.
yeah. Part 3 is coming out, and I'm a big Denzel fan, man. Like I like anything this
Oh yeah,
motherfucker does. I mean, he's a
oh yeah,
complete badass in it. Um, so I mean, he's got me right there. But yeah, man. Part 3 is coming out, and I didn't think after part 1, I didn't think they were gonna make a part 2. They made a part 2. It's just as good as part 1. And then now I see part 3 is coming out. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm down for it.
yeah. Both shows. What else coming out?
um,
We didn't talk about Wonder Woman. So she's not Gal Gadot. She's not doing Wonder Woman, but
yeah.
so I think it just came out. Next Netflix movie. It caught my attention. I was flipping through my phone. I saw a trailer or something. I think it's called Heart of Stone. It looks pretty cool. To me, it looks like one of these Mission Impossible or action type movies, spy movies. I don't know. But it looks good.
Yeah, it looks like she could be. You know, we saw what's his name, Thor. He did a movie right on Netflix that was pretty popular. And then he did a sequel to it. So it could be one of these Netflix movies that gets picked up and gets pretty popular. And she gets a little run at this. She almost looks like fucking who did you say earlier?
Uh,
Um,
yeah, like a Tomb Raider, right?
Yeah, like a Tomb Raider. Like I'd
I
be
could,
so
I could
down with
see,
that shit.
I could see her as Laura Croft. I'd definitely be down with that.
Did you play Tomb Raider back in the day?
Yeah, man.
Were you
I
a Tomb
mean,
Raider player? No.
yeah, man. All teenage boys were.
Yeah.
And the OG PlayStation, you had those big triangle pointy boobs on there. I mean, come on.
Now, to me, what Tomb Raider always reminded me of was like we were playing. If they made an Indiana Jones video game, this would be it,
Yeah,
right?
both
Like you'd be
shows.
doing those same kind of fucking deals. So that's why I always love Tomb Raider. I mean, again, I guess for the triangle boobs as well.
And if you stayed with PlayStation, you got an Indiana Jones. You got Uncharted. Those games are good too.
Yes,
Did you
yes,
see
yes.
that
Those
movie?
are
Did you
all
see the movie? The movie with Tom Holland?
with Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean
I
I
saw
liked it.
it again. I, yeah,
I liked
there's
I liked
nothing.
it.
I think it kind of.
I liked it, but I think he was too
I don't
young.
know. I saw it on a plane.
Mm.
Tom Holland
Yeah, he like
or
the
Mark
character in
Wahlberg.
the video. Well, both the characters they play in the video game seem older. You know what I mean? But whatever.
I never played the game. Like I've never had a PlayStation. I've always had an Xbox. So I don't know, sir.
Oh, you're one of those guys.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a
Do I
grown
have?
up. I had an Xbox.
Nah. Yes, PlayStation. I got them all now, so it don't matter.
Yeah. Oh, did you get you a 5 already?
Yes. I mean, they're you see them at the stores now, which is wild,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. No.
So I
No.
said, why not?
Yeah. Both my boys have them. I was like, hey man, throw y'all's PS4s down here so I can play some Spider Man, and they still haven't hooked me up. So. Fuck them.
Joe's like, we've got two of them. I'm like, don't be silly. Nobody has two PlayStation 5s.
Oh shit! It was funny, man. It was funny when they got theirs. My the first one I bought when you had to fucking buy one off that fell off of a truck, and had to pay a little bit extra for it. I ain't gonna fucking tell you how much I paid though.
Yeah, you can find them now. What are we talking about today though? We're talking about
Oh,
movies
oh,
again. We got to get into movies.
be-
So a little change of
before
part. We're not
before
gonna watch the movie. Go ahead, man.
before yeah, I'm sorry. Before we get into it, I gotta say, dude, fucking Tuesday, my wife has her surgery scheduled.
Ooh.
So we'll be into that. I took a few days off this week from work. I'm gonna work tomorrow, but Tuesday, the rest of the week, I might be off. It kind of depends on how this thing goes. So I'll be with her overnight Tuesday, and like I said, we finished the first part of this shit. So now it's the surgery, and again, all things go well with the surgery. A little bit of radiation afterwards, and while we'll still have to take a pill, for the most part, we get this shit out of her. So,
Yes. All our
kind of looking
thoughts and
forward,
prayers.
kind of nervous.
All our thoughts and prayers. All the watchers, please give your thoughts and prayers to Joe, his wife, and their family. Hoping everything goes well.
Yeah. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. We started. Well, my family started this what they call a meal train or something like that, right? And I guess so people are donating, and like everyone's picking a day like to kind of buy us a dinner or make us a dinner, dude. And like I mean, again, we're always blown away by the outpouring from everybody. But man, dude, like some of these dinners that these guys are promising, like I'm like, God damn, I'm looking forward to it, man. Like my fat ass is like, oh shit, we're getting some home cooking this day. We got some Asian food coming another day, man. So we're looking forward to that. But yeah, man, I wanted to before we got into it, I kind of want to talk about it and then just tell everybody, thank you for everything, the thoughts, the prayers, the people that have helped us out, the people who have donated, and stuff like that, man. It really fucking means a bunch to us. So we really appreciate it, man.
That's awesome. One less thing to worry about, man. You're gonna be fed every day,
dude. Yeah, yeah. But yes, man.
All right. So, what are we talking about today? We're getting back into movies.
Well, I think
change it up a little bit
before we start. Look, you got to do the intro. Don't forget our intro. People are cramming.
I'm gonna do the intro. I'm gonna do the intro. I forgot last week. I'm gonna do the intro, but okay. Let's just do the intro. You want to do that first before we start talking about it?
Well, yeah.
Let's do this.
It's the
ready.
This is Dr. Dre.
Better than Diamond.
Party's going on. Thank God it's Friday.
Wildcats.
This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Tell me something, my friend. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Hey, life's a risk, carnal.
I do a great impression of a hot dog.
Billy likes to drink soda.
So am I to understand that you men completed your training on your own?
That's the fact, Jack!
Come on, seriously, who is that?
I only came here to do two things, man. Kick some ass and drink some beer. Looks like we're almost out of beer.
All right. Yeah, so back to movies. We're gonna try something a little different. We're not gonna watch the movie this time. But we are definitely gonna get into it. Another classic from the 80s, 1986. Back to the 80s.
Yes. Back to the future, back to the past.
Nobody has two teeth.
Now, I gotta tell you, we didn't release this episode, but the director of this movie is a Now Watch This alumni. Do you know which other movie he did that we covered?
What didn't we release? Oh, was it Bad News
Remember
Bears?
our Bad News? Yeah.
We didn't release that
the
one?
director, Michael Rich. We didn't release it because your audio didn't come out that great.
Oh, shit. That's right. I fucked that one up. Yeah. So director, well, the movie first. Wildcats, starring Goldie Hawn. Directed by Michael Ritchie. But yes, so you can say he's a Now Watch This alumni for our unreleased episode of Bad News Bears. You know what else he directed?
The Golden Child?
The Golden Child. Have you seen that movie?
Yes. I love that fucking movie. Fucking Eddie Murphy versus the
Eddie
devil.
Murphy?
Hell yeah.
Oh, fucking my favorite part of the movie is the whole fucking please give me the knife, and he's gotta roll that thing. Please.
But he's done like he was he directed Fletch. He wrote Cool Runnings.
Awesome. John Candy.
Cool Runnings. Yeah.
And Leon.
Also there's a stupid fucking movie, but it was that you remember when that cheerleader's mom killed her daughter's rival, and they made a movie about that, the Positively True Adventures of the alleged Texas cheerleader murdering mom? He directed that one too. It was like I can't think of the lady that was the main one.
Um,
But
I know
it
you
was
said Fletch.
Holly Hunter.
I don't know if I ever heard of that. I know you said he did Fletch too. I don't. I think there was talk about a remake of that, or a sequel. Um, you know who would be good for a Fletch?
Well,
Who
I
comes to
okay.
mind?
I'll take some chances because I haven't watched it, but your boy Ted Lasso, bro.
I can see that. But you know who would be good? But I think
Who's
this guy
that?
would be good in a lot of things. Ryan Reynolds, but
Oh,
whatever.
come on. That's too easy, bro. I thought you were gonna
I'm
say
saying
like
he'd be
John
good at it.
Hamm or
He'd be
something
good at
like
it.
that.
He'd no,
Yeah,
because like he's like Fletch does like a lot of disguises and costumes and stuff. It's like I think he could pull that off. All right, but Wildcats. For those who don't know what Wildcats is, it is a movie. It's starring Goldie Hawn. So Goldie Hawn, she grew up in a football family. Her dad coached football, so she knows what the hell she's talking about when it comes to football. And her lifelong dream is to be a football coach. So that's basically the movie.
Now, well, it that's the beginning of the movie, right? Like, I liked how in the beginning of the movie they kind of did these this play on, her sister gets like the Barbie for Christmas, while Goldie Hawn gets a helmet. Like her dad's a football coach, so she grew up on the game and she just wants to coach. Um, but I mean, Goldie Hawn, dude. Like, are you good with Goldie Hawn? Like, where do you remember Goldie Hawn from? Like, are you a fan? What's your history with Goldie Hawn,
Goldie
or do you
Hawn,
have one?
and for me, I know she's been in stuff prior to this. Like there was what is it, Private Benjamin, and there's this movie with Chevy Chase in
Overboard.
it, The Best of Times. But yes, this movie and Overboard are probably my most memorable movies for Goldie Hawn. Overboard's another great movie. Her and Kurt Russell, who
I mean, what
they were married,
is
right?
her husband?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, I remember her doing. I mean, she did "Death Becomes Her," which in the '90s was really popular for her. House Sitter, but I want to say Private Benjamin. She got nominated for an Oscar, or she won an Oscar for. But Wildcats came right up over that. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard, but there's a little. I guess recently more woke people have had a issue with this movie.
With this movie,
Yes.
is it because like even at the time people were having a hard time believing that um this little white girl, this little white lady was able to
Yeah.
by herself take control over this Chicago uh you know rough high school and be able to control the football team.
Well,
But she
so
had a
here's
way to
the
win them
thing
over
that
though.
that yeah, but here's the thing that they the shit that they talk about it. They talk about this white savior issue where I guess a white person
Um,
comes and saves the school. But I don't have that
but
fucking issue with this movie here.
it's like
Like,
same thing they were saying about The Blind Side.
yes, yes, yes. So that it's like a blind side or even like a dangerous minds kind of deal.
Oh, I see that. Dangerous Minds. Yeah, similar.
But
Um.
dude, like, here's the thing about those movies. Those are fucking dramas. This is a comedy, bro. Like, it's supposed to be
Oh yeah.
funny. for me, like even rewatching it, it's fucking funny. Um, there was more laughs in this than there was the drama shit. So fuck, I say fuck all of that. Fuck that woke shit. Like I think it's a good movie. Um,
It is a good movie.
like
What are you talking about?
in doing yeah, in doing my research from it, like I'm gonna tell you this. There's a podcast that it's called it's with Jadakiss. You know Jadakiss, the rapper.
Sure.
He does a podcast where yeah, like this is two Jews and two black dudes, and they talk about this movie like fucking in good ways, man. So again, I loved it.
Because it's good.
It's got some fucking classic fucking scenes in it. Like when I told my wife we were doing this movie, she was excited for it.
I'm excited because this was a movie from my childhood. And I mean, you may or may not realize it, but so 1986, the Bears just won the Super Bowl, right? In '85. There's some, yeah, so there's some influence in this movie. There's some influence.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
Yeah, they said the Wildcats song.
I mean this, and this is based in Chicago. It's based in Chicago.
That is true. That is
so
true.
yeah, man.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the other actors in this. Do you recognize anyone else from some of our movies that we've done in the past?
It's the sort of case better than running rain.
Who else is in this movie? We can talk about that. There's two actors in particular, Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson.
Football.
Both their movie debut. Did you know that?
Yeah.
The famous duo, White Men Can't Jump.
I did know that, and this is their first movie together. Of course, it's their first movie together. They did White Man Can't Jump after with J-Lo. But there's another actor in this movie that we've done a movie with.
Yes. Yeah. It is Goldie Hawn's ex-husband in this movie, James Peach.
Yeah.
And this is the only movie. This is the only movie that I can recall where he's not a policeman.
Dude, I was like, I remember seeing it, and then I when I rewatched it, and I was like, oh shit, that's fucking movie violations guy.
Yeah, moving violations. He was also a cop in Vacation, National Lampoon's Vacation.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, James Keach, man. Now watch this alumni.
We're all over. Yes, sir. It's I told you it all comes around like a suckle.
It had Robin Lively. Do you know she played the daughter in this movie? Do you remember a movie that she came in popular in the 80s, late or early 90s?
Yes. She was the love interest in Karate Kid 3.
But no. Okay, but she did Teen Witch. Do you remember Teen Witch?
Oh no, I'm not gay.
Oh shit, my bad.
I'm playing. That's a bad joke. Look, I'm all for. I just want to get something out. I'm all for pride rights and all that stuff. I'm down with it, but I miss being able to use the word gay because for us Gen Xers, right? For me, when I said gay, when we used to say gay, we used to mean it as like saying that's stupid. For me, I don't know about you.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, let's go do this. I'm like, that's gay.
No. I'm just saying. Yeah.
I miss being able to say that.
Now it becomes even funnier when like because we have friends and family that are of that persuasion, and again I don't judge them at all. We don't judge them at all. Like but it's funnier when they do something that's stupid and we're like gay.
um, did you
Fuck.
know? Did you know? San Antonio has ties to this movie as well.
I was gonna bring that
To
up.
me,
The coach.
more on a personal level.
Oh no! How was this?
So, in this movie, the coach or the rival coach that Goldie Hawn goes up against, is Bruce McGill, native San Antonian.
Yes, sir.
You might have seen him. I think he comes out in Animal House. He's been in a lot of things. Nothing like no major roles, but he's been in a lot of stuff.
Yes.
So he's from San Antonio, but a little personal to me, he graduated from the same high school I did.
Oh, did he now? Okay,
Yes,
okay.
he is a fellow.
Did he ever fucking come back and tell y'all what's up?
No, he's a fellow MacArthur Brahma alumni. So that's interesting. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. No, it is. It is. My favorite Bruce McGill role, like everyone will point to Animal House, yeah. But dude, there was a movie called Live from Baghdad, and it was with Michael Keaton, and it was an HBO movie, and it was basically about CNN's broadcasting from Iraq during the first Iraqi war, and it's called Live from Baghdad. Bruce McGill's in there, dude. I fucking love that performance. I love that movie. Like I can, it's not a movie that I think is I've ever heard anyone else fucking talk about, but I love this fucking movie. Like I love watching it. Anytime it's on, I can watch it. But it's not something that if I'm in a big group of people and they're like, "Hey, put on a good movie," I'll put that one on because they'll probably be bored throughout it. But I fucking loved it.
I've never seen that. Now I want to see it.
Dude, Michael Keaton, Helena Bonham Carter, Bruce McGill, fucking great movie.
All right.
And it's a true story. If you're a history guy, I recommend it.
I'm gonna watch it.
All right.
So
who else do you recommend?
We're gonna get into the movie. Who else in the movie?
Yeah, you got
Principal Edwards,
Nipsey Russell. Yeah, Principal Edwards, Nipsey Russell.
Right.
You got the Bird, Mykelti Williamson. Who do you know his other famous role?
Lavender. Tell me.
That's Bubba Gump.
Oh,
that's Bubba
shit,
from Forrest Gump.
I knew that.
Yeah.
God damn it. I knew that.
And then the last guy that I kind of is the big guy that plays Finch. He was in the Police Academy movies.
The later ones, though, right?
Yeah,
yeah, all these characters, man, make up this great ass movie.
I'm telling you, dude. Like So again, we get started in the movie. It starts off, Goldie Hawn as a kid. She was raised by a coach. Her dad apparently didn't have no sons, so it all got leaked into her. She starts off at school and she wants to be the JV football coach, right? She don't want too fucking much.
Yeah, I
She
think
coaches
she's current
girls track. She wants to coach JV football.
because something happens. I think the current
And
coach
fucking
left or
that,
something.
she's talking to the head coach, the varsity coach. The principal tells her if the varsity coach is okay with it, and that's when Bruce McGill comes in. They're playing racquetball. Do you remember fucking anyone playing racquetball? Do you remember even seeing a racquetball court? Like
I
it was
mean,
big in the '80s, right? Wasn't it?
yeah, I just remember like them blue balls. I mean, blue balls. um,
Hey,
yeah, I
hey,
know what he's talking
hey,
about. But like
hey!
in the '80s, almost every '80s movie has like a racquetball scene, no, or something
Dude,
similar.
like it was the fucking
And it was always like,
like
where do you
it
play
was
it? It's always like in a store. If you look at the scene where they're
yeah.
playing racquetball in the background, it looks like a store or like a sporting goods store.
And I hate to be this way, but it was always white people playing it, right?
Yes,
Like
yes,
there was never no racquetball court in the hood. You know what I mean?
yeah. I don't know. But yeah, so she kicks his ass, like not even really trying. She beats him at racquetball. Like, why did he even want to play if he
Yeah.
sucks?
Yeah.
So I think that pissed him off.
So
That
it
like
does,
he was beating him.
yeah, yeah. I mean, he was focused on like I think her sister talked about like him wanting to take her out and stuff like that, and she's like, "No, I ain't going out on a fucking date with him." He's gonna try to fucking hit her up or whatever. And to me, that was the point of this movie. Like back in the '80s, the big issue was it wasn't a white coach coming to the hood and coaching. It was the fact that she was a female, and they used to dismiss females so often. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
It was a very
I
sexist
really,
time.
it was, it was like who's this girl? She don't know nothing about football. And then so after he got mad, right? That she was beating him at racquetball.
Yeah,
They hire someone else. I don't forget who he is. It was some nerdy looking dude,
he's
and he
the
knew nothing about football.
dude. He's the
Like,
home ec. Yeah, he's the home ec teacher. She's like, "Do you know how to do this? Do you know how to do this? Would you know what a nickel package is?" Stuff like that. So of course she knows her shit. He don't. Um, but the coach kind of fucks her. He puts her in a bad situation where you know what, like
yeah,
it's one thing for her to accept the job, but if she were to turn down the job, then it would just prove that a woman can't do this job, right? Like they offer her
yeah,
the varsity job at inner city school, you know?
yeah. She was mad, right? She was like, "I can coach JB," and that dude busts in. He's like, "You're not gonna coach JB. You're gonna coach varsity." And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I got you a job over at
Mhm.
Central High." But
Yeah.
she's like, "This is your dream job, right? Go for it."
and yeah.
Right.
Right.
And Central High, man, Central High is an inner city school, man, and it's majority of Latino and black players. One white guy that's Woody Harrelson.
What's funny?
Oh,
She goes to the school. It's because it's like before
mhm.
school starting, it's probably the end of the summer. She goes
Yeah.
to school to meet the principal, and there's freaking Dobermans loose. Like, how bad is a school where you have freaking Dobermans guarding the school?
That's a fucking security team. And so she's like, "Well, can I see last year's records?" And he's like, you guys only won one football game, and that's because the other team forfeited." And the principal's like, "Man, that victory party was great."
Hey, a win's a win.
That's what I'm
No
telling
matter
you,
if you
man.
win by an inch or a mile.
Um,
One of my favorite parts of the movie too. He's like, "Would you like any pretty peanut brittle? We have a little left over from last year's a fundraiser. The whole cabinet full of peanut brittle.
Now, I got people that ran up against the fact that she kind of comes back and, while she shows them a little bit of like fucking calisthenics and shit, it didn't seem like she taught them that much for them to be winning. But I thought the good parts were like, every '80s movie needs that good fucking montage, right? Of them learning from her and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like all the returning players or people that are like, man, who's this chick gonna teach us? Because when she was asking, well, what about my assistant coaches? And he's like, nah, you ain't got none. You ain't got none. So it's just you.
He's like,
Uh,
yeah, about
so
that. And then she's like, can I start practice? He's like, I wouldn't even know how to get a hold of the players.
but yeah, they're like, who is this chick, right? They don't trust her at all. I mean, who would? Would you if you were in high school and she was the only coach? You'd probably be like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. I mean, but you got to think like their situation the year before had to have been worse, right? Like, who's the fucking coach then, and what was going down then to make them be like, because it comes down to it, and they're like, we want a real coach, and she's like, no one wanted this fucking job. I took this job that no one fucking wanted. Like, fuck y'all.
And I mean, no respect at all, right? The first practice, she has him out on the field, and she's trying to talk to him, and there's some dude with fucking boombox. Just fucking, as soon as she starts talking, he just fucking starts playing the music. Like, yeah, everybody's getting down.
Well,
yeah, no respect.
Before
no
that,
respect.
before that, one of the memorable parts is, they know it's a woman coach, whatever. She goes into the locker room to address them. And they're naked from the waist down, and they only have their tops on, and yeah,
yeah. They all have their helmets right down there, and then when she's like, "Okay, let's go," they all put on their helmet and they're all naked down there, and she gets all distracted, and she's all like this.
We on the 5 and field minute.
He's like, what?
Yeah, that's fucking funny. And then, so again, like you said, like the older players ain't fucking paying attention to her, so they got some underclassmen there that are like, they don't play, and she's like, you guys want to beat these guys, and they stick behind at practice, and she shows them a few plays, and they come out, and she's like, how do I get them to come back? Tell them there's a scrimmage tomorrow. So, they fucking come back. Yeah.
And she shows them up, right?
Yeah.
These young guys that she was actually working with are making some plays, scoring on them, and the other dudes are like, what the fuck? And then they're like, come on. But they're like, they don't even know what to do. They're like, hey, just go this way, and I'll throw it to you.
They're like, you're the only motherfucker that understands that shit, and it's Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
Again,
he tried to call play, right?
And he wasn't the coach.
Real play. Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't the quarterback last year. So the other guys get off the bench, and we didn't talk about this guy, but Tarullo, he's the big Mexican guy on the team, and he's got a hard head, and he's famous for fucking denting lockers. And he does some chicken shit. He's like, just get out of my way. And then he goes and fucking runs over the coach. And meanwhile, we see this guy at the field fucking watching them practice. He looks a little pimpin'. He's walking with a cane and shit like that.
What's up,
Bird? Yeah. And he calls him out. He's like, oh, that's some chicken shit.
Yeah. But then,
as Cerullo fucking runs her over. Now, I know you don't know, but Cerullo, do you know where he's from? You ever seen him before?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, anything else but this.
He's He came out in Nightmare on Elm Street, the first Nightmare on Elm Street.
Ooh.
He's the one that fucking
I think
yeah,
I did see
he's
that
one of the
scene.
first deaths. Yeah. I know you get it. You get nightmares, so I don't want to bring it up. I'm sorry.
I know you want to get into Halloween stuff. We're almost there, okay? We're almost there.
Now, I'm gonna tell you this. So these guys talk to me. I tell you, I met with these guys from out of town. We're talking about this movie. Fucking first thing the guy says is, "Goldie Hawn gets naked in that movie." I'm like, okay, I know where this
That
guy's
comes
fucking
later.
headed.
That comes later.
Oh,
she got little bitty chichis though. So Derulo, right, pushes her off the field, knocks her down, whatever. So she's like, these motherfuckers, right? Guy. They're gonna fucking start listening to me. She gives him an ultimatum, right? I think.
No, well, they fucking trash her office. Do you remember this? They trashed her office.
Oh yes,
her sister had got her a fucking stopwatch as a gift, you know, as a coach, and they fucking busted it up and broke it, and she's fucking pissed, bro.
Yeah, that's where she runs out, giving the ultimatum. I think I have that here. Let me see.
If I drop before any one of you, you can tell me to go to hell. Pack your bags. But if you quit before I do, then from here on out, I call the shots.
So she tells them, start running, right? Running around the track. And if she can outlast all of them, they got to start listening to her.
Yeah.
So they start off like, yeah, there are people are like doing like flips and stuff, going around the track, running backwards, making fun. She's just concentrating. She's just doing her thing, running. One by one, they start dropping until it's just her and Wesley Snipes. It's already raining at this time. They're all wet, still running. And they're all
Bird's fucking watching there, right? Bird's watching, and he bet.
Yeah, he's betting like, oh, I bet you the coach is gonna outlast these guys. And they're all like, oh, she ain't gonna beat Tremaine. Wesley Snipes. He fast.
Yeah. Dude, I laugh at that fucking part every time. She ain't gonna beat Tremaine. They fast, and then he's like, hey, tell me who wins, okay? Call me and tell me who wins.
Yeah, people start leaving. Bird's still out there. Bird's still watching. He got pulled out an umbrella.
Yeah. Now, one of my favorite parts is she's fucking running with Tremaine, right? Which is Wesley Snipes. She's running with Tremaine, and she fucking leans over and she's like, I forgot to tell you, I ran the Boston Marathon twice.
Twice.
He's like, shit.
He's like, oh, shit. So she beats these dudes, and I think I got the audio when she beats him. Let me see.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you!
Fuck you, Coach McGrath.
He's telling you, new stopwatch, you pussies.
Yeah, and so this is the start of it, right? This is the start of her winning them over and stuff like that. Now it doesn't happen right away, right? Like they go to their first game, and while they are paying attention, they are learning from her. She learns, you know, and it's from Woody Harrelson, who's the quarterback. She learned from him that, hey, he wasn't the quarterback last year. There was another quarterback, and she didn't get to see his stats, and it turns out to be Bird.
Yeah, she goes to the principal and she's like, "Hey, you didn't give me so and so's stats from last year." He's like, I figured I wouldn't give you something that you can't have." And so she's like, where does this Lavender Williams, where does he live? It's like, oh, you don't want to go there.
Yeah. One of my favorite, the '80s montages is when she's running with them. They play that song. Show me how it works. Dude, that fucking song sticks in my fucking
That's
head.
a jam right there.
It is one of the best fucking '80s fucking movie songs ever. I put that right up there with fucking Eye of the Tiger. Okay, maybe it's not Eye of the Tiger. I'm sorry. Sorry I said that. Look, sorry.
No, it's up there, man. I dig that song a lot.
It's right up there with Rockin' to Your Drop from fucking Monster Squad.
Yes. So she goes through all these hoops to try to find who Lavender Williams is. She goes to his house and they're like, oh, he's with Maurice. Well, where's Maurice? Maurice is this old dude selling hubcaps. Remember when that was a thing? People sold hubcaps.
Yeah.
And he's trying to find out where's Lavender Williams, and he keeps trying to sell her hubcaps. He's like, these right here, $200, but I give them to you wholesale.
Dude,
I like
and
my
they're
favorite.
Fucking like she goes into the hood, like, I don't know, did she spend like $65 fucking per hubcap, or was it something like that?
I think it was total. I think it was total. Yeah,
with installation.
Installed. You get you $60 installed. But so that dude, after she buys the hubcaps, tells him, oh, he hangs out at this other place. It's like a pool hall. She goes in there, just a bunch of old dudes, right?
Yeah.
Old dudes. Some Mexican dudes, black dudes, old dudes. And she's like, I'm trying to find Lavender Williams. And even the Mexican dude's like, I'm Lavender Williams. I'm Lavender Williams.
I'm Lavender Williams.
And then she sees Bird. She sees Bird and she's like, hey, Bird, I'm trying to find Lavender Williams. And then it hits her, right? And she's like, wait a minute. You're Lavender. He's like, listen, lady, I ain't got no time for football. Because he's the hustler, right? He was out on the field selling watches money and whatever. Yeah.
I like that his friends, he's like, hey man, like they see that she has a van and they're like, hey, bring her over here. She's like, we got a proposition for you. And then they try to sell her on it. And what is it that she goes in with them and they're supposed to go to their mom's house and pick up something, and they're like, oh well, she left she left me the wrong key, shit like that. Oh fuck, man.
Yeah, basically they're trying to rob this place and the cops
it reminds me a lot of remember when National Lampoon's Vacation, where they go into the fucking hood and their car gets stolen, shit like that.
I like it in Vacation because this dude, he's asking them for directions and he's wanting them to pay him money to ask for directions, and he's telling them, oh yeah, you go here, you go down there, and you ask for so and so, and he'll tell you where you need to go. He's like, because I ain't even from here.
These fucking 80s movies saw the hood all the same and shit. I know. I think we may have not talked about it, but do you remember like she becomes good with them when they get accused of stealing the goat, and if you remember, they're like, if their name's Cougars, why the fuck do they have a goat as a mascot?
Yeah. But they're trying to rob this place, and the cops come. They hide in the dumpster, and that's how she convinces Bird to play with them, because she's like, I'll scream. She's like, we're in here, and she's like, lady, shut up. So now Bird's the quarterback. They lost their first game, but now Bird's the quarterback. So
yeah,
let's see what's going on.
And fucking Woody Harrelson's like, I guess I'm not the quarterback no more, right? He goes, but did I tell you I'm a good halfback? So
He
you're
goes,
like, you got the job.
I was reading on that. I need to go look at it now. When he says that, he goes, I'm a Mexican slot back or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like the scene right after that. They say they're showing a play, and the running back is black, but then they cut, and then Woody Harrelson has the ball like it was him. I don't know. I gotta go back and check that out.
Oh fuck! But it's one of those movies too. It's like one player comes back and he makes the whole difference of the team, right? Like fucking, he makes
Yeah.
the team all of a sudden good. But like it goes to show, like she's fucking. To me, I saw it as, you know what? Like she's a good coach, and she's teaching them the right way. Maybe that they didn't fucking learn the last year. And so it's good. Now, one of the things that stood out to me is these old fucking football equipment and uniforms. Do you remember this shitty ass shit?
Yeah, man, we still use that
Like, but no, that's what I'm saying. Me and you did. But
Yeah.
like, if you look at the uniform and the equipment that the kids use nowadays, it's like fuck. You know, we used to have that girdle that fucking wrapped all around our ass and hips.
Man, nowadays, like we had white pants, and you have a colored jersey and a white jersey. The high school now, like they have like I think like 3 different colored pants, like 3 like a whole bunch of different options for jerseys. I'm like, what the heck? More different helmets. I know here at Clemens, they even have different helmets. It's like what?
You know, in doing the research for the movie, it's like they shot this movie in the summer, but because football is typically in the winter, they had the fucking extras show up in fucking winter clothing and stuff like that, and it was 80 degrees outside. Can you imagine that shit now? Fuck that.
Especially if they filmed here, hell no.
Oh hell no. There is a football movie that was filmed here. Do you know?
Even in filmed here?
Yeah.
San Antonio?
Yeah, from the 80s.
What the fuck? You got me thinking now. I don't know.
Do you remember Johnny Be Good with Anthony Michael Hall?
That was filmed here?
Yeah, that was filmed here at Alamo Heights.
Huh. I did not know that.
Yeah, okay, so my bad. Bird comes back, they win their first game, and what did this team do when they win a game?
Oh,
they throw a fucking party.
Now you got Goldie Hawn's husband. You know, they got to share custody with the kids, and they're partying at Goldie Hawn's house, and he's like, "What the hell? All these people in our house and this and that." So he's like, "What the hell's going on?" He don't like it. He don't like that she's coaching football.
Yeah. You know, again, he's a white guy. There's all these black guys in the apartment. You know, Hispanic. You know, he comes in, he talks shit to her, and the fucking team's already like, "Hey, don't talk to the coach like that, bro."
Yeah.
And then,
is it here when
one of the players, when the daughter's like, "Daddy, TJ says the dog's design is a bad motherfucker." Oh fuck!
So he gets all annoyed, like he gets like bumped or something, and like he just swings right, and ends up being he hits the principal. He punches the principal in the jaw, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were one of them." He's like, "I am."
He's like, yeah. Well, if you saw like Tremaine, Wesley Snipes is hitting on the guy's girlfriend. His girlfriend comes up. His girlfriend comes up and fucking starts fucking fighting with her.
Yeah. Who are you talking about, man?
Yeah. Oh fuck! It's like Frank, you can't just come in here slugging people. Oh fuck! But it starts. That's what starts the other part of this movie where Frank starts wanting her to quit football and to coach. If not, he's gonna take the girls away, and they go through this fucking custody battle that fucks her up towards the end.
Yeah, he's telling her to quit coaching and work at this school because he wants their daughters to go to this school, some hoity-toity fucking school. But the thing is, in order for them to go there, Goldie Hawn would have to go there to teach jazzercise.
Yeah. They're like, we have a real hip fucking program. Our new program is jazzercise, and then that's when he takes her over there, right? And she lost her voice, and she's like,
Yeah.
"You motherfucker!" She cusses them out and shit like that. It's fucking funny. There's another guy that comes out in here, Emmett Wash, that plays her lawyer. You remember this guy?
Yeah, it's another guy that we've talked about him before, I think.
Yeah, he's everywhere, man. Like he was all over the 80s. I remember him being fucking in Back to School doing talking about the triple lending.
Yeah, we even talked about him.
Coach.
We talked about him during Christmas too. He was in Christmas with the Cranks. He was the neighbor across the street that Tim Allen was always feuding with. Yes, sir.
Her sister in this movie, I don't know. We talked about her too much. Do you remember her sister? Like her sister was a pretty big actress back in the day too. Came out in a lot of fucking different movies.
Yeah, she came out in a lot of stuff. More recently, I was telling my wife, I was like, "Look, here's that lady." There's a show my wife was watching, a recent show with Blossom, Mayim Bialik, whatever. It's called Call Me Cat, and in that show, this lady plays her mom. And my wife was like, "That's her?" It's like, "Yep." Like, yeah, she's old.
Swoozie Kurtz.
That's a cool name, right?
Well, yeah, she was in the. I mean, she was kind of a voice actress too. I remember her being in the remake of Overboard, but I mean that movie wasn't taken that well. I'm trying to think.
It was the opposite, right?
Yeah, like there was something in the 80s that was fucking that she came out and that was pretty popular.
She looks like Reba McEntire.
She looked at Reba McEntire. Oh fuck! Oh, she was in Vice Versa.
Ah,
I was thinking because I was like, I know,
fucking
I know.
With the fucking Vice Versa.
Dudley Moore, right?
No.
With Fred Thomas. Was it Fred Thomas?
Fred Thomas.
Fred Savage.
Wonder Years. Fred Savage. And
Fred Savage and Judge Reinhold.
Yes. That was the one where they touched that skull thing, right?
Yeah. I think at the end, her and the other guy touched the fucking thing.
Yeah, because she was. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that now.
If you remember this fucking movie, like when they're calling the plays, it's like Blue 26, Cougars suck dicks. Go.
Yeah. It was all his cadence, right? He's like, he was calling him to play in the huddle on whore. Ready? Right. Green 22.
I remember it starts off fucking. They got like 2 cheerleaders the first game. second or third game, they have a team. The cheerleaders, man, that's one of the most memorable parts of this fucking movie.
Yeah, because now they winning. They got Bird. They're winning. They're tearing people up. And yeah. And then let me just play the cheerleaders because it's funny. I'll play their little cheer too.
Yeah.
UGLY. You ain't got no alibi.
Oh fuck! And so meanwhile they're winning, but Fred, is it Fred? Right? Fred, the ex, he's still trying to take the fucking kids away. Or Frank. He's still trying to take the kids away. Yeah. You know, he's still fucking coming after her. So what I think, you know, they're fucking winning. And how does it go in a movie when you're fucking winning and there was a team that you used to be part of? Like, of course, when it comes to the championship, you're gonna have to play against that team, right? Like, there's no way around it.
In movies, it always happens.
Yeah.
So, Bruce McGill, the coach from the other team, of course, he's like trying to figure out a way. He's like, shit, they're good. I got to figure out a way how to get these guys out. So he goes to the principal of Central High and he's like, yeah, it's to my understanding that these kids aren't even passing their classes and this and that. Bird wasn't even in school. And then he was just on the team. And he's like, sure, no problem. Let me just look up those grades on the computers. And it's like, and we should be getting those computers in about 4 years.
Yeah.
He pretty much just said, fuck you. Get out of here.
Yeah. Well, and then Tarullo fucking hurts himself trying to do a bet, and it makes Coach McGrath fucking tell Finch, like, you owe me a player. And one of the funniest things, man, is when they're trying to fucking fit him in the uniform, and fucking Woody Harrelson's like, how did your folks let you get this big? And they're like, what are you talking about? He probably ate his folks.
Yeah, that's the dude that bet Tarullo that he couldn't dent one of the lockers and go to.
Yeah, and he's probably the biggest fucking guy on the team, man. Biggest, largest guy. And you remember he's not fucking blocking, right? Like, because he didn't know how to play.
Like there was a timeout, or he didn't even go to the huddle. He was just like sitting on the floor. Yeah. The band's playing. He's like la 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 la.
He's like, hey man, coach wants you over here. He's like, now you go. So she fucking tells the players, like, fucking trip his fucking fat ass. And they trip him, right? And he lands on like 2 or 3 of their players and fucking smashes them.
Yeah, it was funny before that because he was going down. He's like, hey, how you going? Just talking to the guy, like, oh, and they snapped the ball and he just stood right up. He's like, go on in, man. They go ahead.
Yeah.
Funny, like
fucking, and the guy at first he was all scared, right?
It's funny. It's like he'll do anything for money. That was the whole thing, right? He was betting Tarullo. Like he'll do stuff if he gets paid. Because wasn't it? It was at another party where Frank, the ex-husband, was there, and he was saying some stuff, and he's like, "I'll hit him for $10."
Yeah. And he's like,
and then he says,
"Shut your because they have the party, right? They have the party. They're in the playoffs. They have the party, and someone spikes the punch, right? And the daughter ends up getting drunk. So Tremaine and the head cheerleader they fucking take the daughter home, and they're drunk, or they put the daughter to bed. They go downstairs. They start fucking getting together on the couch, and that's when fucking Frank busts in, right? Like, Frank busts in. The daughter's drunk, and she starts. Oh, because the daughter fucking called him. She was drunk, and she's like, "I ain't fucking going to this fucking school with you, or whatever." And she was drunk. Yeah, fuck Chatham. It's uptight like your fucking girlfriend. But before that, man, we saw LL Cool J come out, right? He does the song, and the players end up giving her a gift. Do you remember the gift?
Yeah, it's another stopwatch.
Yeah, they fixed her stopwatch, but do you remember what they put on there?
I forget the first part, but it said "from your pussies." When she called him pussy, saying they owed him a new stopwatch.
And she starts crying.
Well, she's crying because she hasn't told him, but she had agreed to take the job at that other school teaching jazzercise because her daughters are more important, right? Or than at least that's what she was saying. She was saying, I don't want them to take my daughters away from me. So she gave in, and the team didn't know yet.
Yeah, and she's gonna end up going. When all this shit goes down and the daughter's drunk, Frank fucking takes her to fucking. Frank takes her to court, right? And the players show up to court and they try to fucking speak for her, and even that coach, the what is the judge? She's like, "Oh, you turkeys think y'all are bad."
Cause fucking Cerulo, man, fucking nest you, all right?
Yeah, it's like, "Oh, why don't you fucking do this?" And she's the fucking judge is like, "You turkeys think y'all are bad." And before the judge can get into the players, man, she kind of says, "You know what? Stop. I'll stop coaching, Frank. Just stop it. Just stop it. Stop this whole thing. I'll stop coaching." And so, they got one more game of the season, and fucking it's the championship
like it always
game.
happens, right?
Yeah, the players aren't into it. Yeah.
It's another movie cliche, or everybody's bummed out. The coach is gonna leave, so they're like, "Fuck it, we ain't gonna fucking play," So they're getting their ass kicked.
Yeah. They get into it, well, like, cause she's like, "Man, why are y'all playing like this?" And the the coach is like, they're like, "Oh, you think cause I gave up that y'all can give up too, right?" And so she's like, it kind of fucking snaps in her. Frank does have the kids there at the game, so she goes and fucking confronts him at halftime. And this is one of the best fucking parts of the movie. Is this thing? Did you clip this one or no?
No.
Oh, well, they go to the sideline and she's like, "Frank, I don't care. Like, I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up on my players. I'm not giving up on this. And if you want to go to court, yeah. They're like, you want to go to court? We can go to court. I'll fight you the whole way." And the crowd turns on Frank, man. The crowd's like,
"Give it to kids, Frank.
Let her have the kids, Frank." Yeah, he's like, "Give her the kids, you turkeys."
And he's like, okay. Because everybody was against him.
Yeah.
So now they're like, okay, our coach is back. She cares about us. Let's go win this game.
Yeah. It's like, "Tell us what to do, coach." She's like, "Win, you pussies."
So now it's on and making plays.
And like they were only down 14 points, right? So it wasn't that bad. But they come back, man. They come back with a fucking with a fury. Now they're kicking fucking what you call its ass. And how does Finch get into it, man? Like I think he wants to play, right? And she's like, no.
Well, before that, I don't know why or how, but Finch ends up on the other guy's sidelines, and he's like, "Oh, don't mind me."
Yeah,
I don't even
like,
know why he's over there.
Yeah, he's like I won't pay until they play me.
Yeah, he's like, they got to pay me to play.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing is like, why is he even over there, and why is he saying that? Didn't even matter. But then,
fucking Frank's getting
he gets mad.
He's like, all right.
Yeah, he gets mad because when they call him fat, so he goes back to the other sideline with Goldie Hawn. He's like, I want to play.
Yeah.
Put me in, coach.
He's like,
I want to play.
Yeah, he's like, I got $15, coach. Put me in. She's like, no, Finch, get your ass out of here.
Yeah, she's like, keep your money. And that's when the other sideline says, look, because it looked like she was giving him money.
And of course, this fucking Mexican team or this team, they have a Mexican kicker, right? And she's like, if you hit this one, Javier, all the women in the world will want you. And todos los fucking something he says it in Spanish.
Mundo, yeah. All the girls in the world will want you.
Yeah, te quiero, mundo. Oh, fuck. But okay, it comes out like all these 80s movies, right? And they come out to the end. They're fucking tight. You know what bothers me all the time about these movies? It's like, we all know in football, like, it could be 1 second left as long as, and the buzzer can go off, but as long as the play's still in play, it's still in play, right? But these movies, they always, they cross the fucking goal line and then the fucking gun goes off or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, it's always at the end. So that team, they needed a field goal to win, right?
Yeah.
Or it was tied, right? I think it was tied, and so they were going to get this field goal. They were going to get this field goal to win. Yeah. And Finch, right? He's like, put me in, coach. Put me in, coach. And then I don't know what happens. Like, she said, okay, going in there. And this is the funniest part of the whole movie. The funniest part. She's like, get yourself between you and the football.
Between the ball and the goalposts.
Yeah.
And he fucking, but like as he's trying to go in, he's trying to pull out the $15 to give her.
Yeah.
He's fucking digging in his drop.
So it's like, Finch, keep your money. But this is the funniest scene, right? They're going for the field goal, and he's like right in the middle. You see them hike the ball, and then you just see him jump, and it's like, oh, it's all slow motion. It's like, how did this dude jump that high to knock that ball? And then of course, you say there's a few seconds. He blocks the ball. Our team picks it up, and they run it all the way back for the win.
Fucking Bird picks it up, right? He fucking goes in. This shit is so fucking funny, man. Like he gets the way he jumps up there, the way he hits it again, divides the laws of physics and shit like that, and they win. And fucking what is it, Coach? Fucking Dan Darwell is fucking pissed off, right? He's like, oh, she paid him to play. She has paid him to play. Search his fucking pockets. And the player's like, he don't have any pockets. It's a football uniform. It's in his job. It's in his job.
I was going to talk about that part. I don't know if you noticed that part specifically, right?
Yeah.
We've talked about older people playing high school kids.
Oh, that guy.
But when he's telling his team, And the guy's like, I ain't searching his jock. That dude's like 39 years old. I swear.
He has a 5 o'clock shadow and shit like that.
Look, and that dude looks old. That dude looks like he plays NFL football.
He's like, I ain't searching this jock. And like the coach, right? She just wants a fucking handshake from him, right? Like she just wants a handshake from him. She's like, I'd really like to shake your hand before you put in this jock. Oh fuck. And Finch gets pissed off, fucking picks him up.
And he's like, okay.
I'll shake your hand.
He's like, now put me down. Throws him down in the mud. Whining like a baby, like, ah.
And I gotta say, man, like this movie, you can watch it. Like it's not a long movie, right? It's a short run. We probably talk longer than the movie actually is.
Like an hour 45, I think.
And it's a quick run. It doesn't drag. There aren't like too many bad parts. You know, the fucking end of it. I remember, I think Tarullo and someone else is trying to pick Finch up.
Oh yeah, it's like to put him on their shoulders, like, yeah, we won.
The fucking cheerleaders are all laughing at him, and you know it ends like that. But it's got, in classic '80s form, it's got one of the best fucking endings of all.
Yes. And this is what I was talking about earlier, right? It's got some Chicago Bear. They're in Chicago. It's got some Chicago Bear influence. You know, they just did the Super Bowl Shuffle. So they took the song or music from the beginning, the LL Cool J song.
Yeah.
And did their own kind of little spin on it.
Dude, my favorite fucking part is I mean they all do their part, right? Fucking Tremaine comes out, the Ebony Lover. What is his name? Woody Harrelson.
I wonder if we can play that. I wonder if we can if we play that. I might do it anyway.
I mean, I'm telling you, I saw this on YouTube. I watched it on YouTube. Someone has it, the whole movie playing on YouTube, fucking titties and all, playing on YouTube. But my favorite part has got to be Finch's, man. Ha ha ha! My name is Finch.
The very end, or towards the end, he's like, My favorite part is the very end. I don't know. My favorite part is I don't know.
He's like, money and food keep me happy.
The very, very end, I like when Goldie Hawn is trying to do it, and she's like, ooh, 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 ooh.
She fucking starts to get it at the end, right? Football.
Yeah.
Football.
So let's see.
Wildcats.
Wildcats. I say they call me Jermaine, the Ebony Lover. I validate the theory when I'm under the cover.
It's the sport of kings, better than diamond ring.
Football.
My name's Tarullo, I'm a real bad dude, making sounds and noises that are certainly rude. But when we're on the field, my noises are an art like or a plain old bar.
It's the sport of kings, better than diamond ring.
Football.
I was leader of the team for about a week. My specialty was the quarterback sneak. I was acting attack, my bag was packed when I got the word in the form of a bird.
It's the sport of kings, better than diamond ring.
Football.
We once were a team that never could mesh it, but now we're something fresher than fresh.
I think we're jamming, and that's the fact. Everybody say, Wildcats, 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 Wildcats.
It's the sport of kings, better than diamond ring.
Football.
Molly's little girls and no other sucker made a banner that was a bad mother.
Don't cuss.
Not us.
It's the sport of kings, better than diamond rings.
Football.
Ha ha ha. My name is Finch, and as you know, I used to sit on the bench. Money, food, and necessities of life. Those are the things that keep me nice. But when I don't get them, I go berserk and act just like a 400-pound jerk.
Beat this out as soon as you can with just kicking it around, my man.
It's the sport of kings, better than diamond rings. Football,
Wildcats.
Football.
Wildcats.
football,
Wildcats.
Football. I got it.
Wildcats.
football,
Wildcats.
football,
Wildcats.
football,
Wildcats.
football,
Wildcats.
football,
Wildcats.
football.
Okay. Yeah.
So we get dinged, whatever. Because it's not a real song, right? Can't get us if it's not a real song. So Wildcats.
Last year for football season, we Wildcats, man. Like you're the greatest.
The what?
Maybe around playoff time, we'll fucking do we'll do what's the one that you
football
like?
movie bracket? Football movie bracket?
Is there enough for a football movie bracket though? I mean, we know what your pick would be. We know what your pick would be.
What would my pick be? You don't know.
Unnecessary roughness.
Yeah. Like I said, Texas State. Which wasn't around back then. I say let's just do we gotta do a rating. We haven't done that in a while. But let's just do the best because just do our favorite parts of the movie, right?
Yeah, I don't. I'll be honest with you. I don't have a worst.
That's what I mean. We'll just go with the best because they're all movies we like, right? So, what's your best? What's your favorite part of this movie? You got one? Do you got one?
Dude, I I hate to say, it's either gotta be the show me how it works montage with the running.
Works.
Show me how it works. If it's not that one, if it's not that montage, it's the If it's not that montage, it's got to be fucking Finch's part of the rap.
That's your favorite part.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be, bro. It's up there.
I like the whole movie. I like the whole movie. Like I said, we used to watch this as a kid. We probably had the VHS because I know I used to watch this like a lot. I don't know. I like the whole movie, but I really like Principal Edwards because right. He's such a smart ass.
Right.
That and we didn't talk about. Well, we did a little bit. Goldie Hawn's teachers, but she got a little teachers like.
Hey, even fucking Jan Hooks when she gets wet in there, like she gets shown a little bit too.
But yeah,
I tell you,
what you got?
It's one of my favorite fucking football movies. It's one of my favorite 80s movies. It's just great, bro.
What is What's your taco rating on this one? 1986, Goldie Hawn, Wildcats.
I'll give it. I'll give it 4 tacos, and it's gonna be fucking. It's gonna. I'm trying to. I was trying to think like all weekend, like or like what kind of taco we would get, but it would have to be a goat taco, right? For the Cougars.
Ooh, well, yeah, we didn't talk about that. We didn't talk about that when they stole the goat, right? it was from their first game, their loss. They stole the mascot, the goat.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about that scene because, like, Principal Edwards, he goes into the locker room and they're like, "Hey, I got a call from the principal from such and such school, and they seem to have lost their mascot." And they had the goat in one of the lockers, and you hear the goat like, and he's like, "What'd you say?" "Nah, I didn't see him."
And I think that played a part in them kind of trusting her a little bit more, right? Like,
yeah,
that was pretty good on that end.
So you got 4 tacos. I got 4 as well. I got 4 slices of deep dish pizza because they're in Chicago. So I'll go with that.
I got you. That would have been my second choice. But you're right. Yes.
Or Chicago dog. Chicago pizza or Chicago dog.
Now, I was gonna say this too. Do you remember at halftime of that first game where she's like, "Yeah, we can beat them, whatever." And fucking so Tremaine Wesley Snipes, he's like, "All right, let's go eat some pussy."
Oh, I have that one. Do I have it? I thought I did. Yeah. You want to hear that clip? Hold on. Yeah, she's trying to give a pep talk for the first game. Here we go.
Now we're 4 points behind. We can push right past these guys, right?
Right. Yeah.
Now you don't sound very convinced. Come on, don't you guys have any pride?
Yeah.
Don't you have any guts at all? Yeah. Then get out there and get tough.
Yeah.
Cougars will be nothing but a football when we get done with it.
Let's go eat some pussy.
Yeah.
Stupid.
All right, so that's my 4 tacos.
Pink tacos. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, definitely one of my favorite movies. So we're doing a new thing, right? What do we call it? Or I made it up, right?
What a rush!
What a rush for y'all wrestling fans. What a rush means what is our Mount Rushmore? What are our 4 top items or things? I thought it would be fun for this one. What are your top football coaches? It could be real coaches, it could be from a movie, it could be a fictional coach. But what are your top coaches? You want to start? Or you want me to start?
No, you start. You start this week.
I can get one quick one out of the way. You already called me out on it, right? Dicka's on mine. Mike Ditka is on mine. My Ditka, right?
The Bears.
My Ditka. He's up there for me. On my top football coaches, real or not.
All right. I'll see. Hey, I agree. Mike Ditka is one of the best fucking one of the best coaches of all time. He had that. I mean, there are a lot of people that will say Buddy Ryan was the real, leader of that defense there. But I give it to you, Ditka. I mean,
that's true. I'm just saying this is my top. I'm not saying they're necessarily the best of all time. This is my top.
I mean, he only won 1 Super Bowl, but my coach, my number 1 coach, would be Jimmy Johnson, and he has 2 Super Bowls. Just saying, I don't know if we're counting. Jimmy Johnson, 2 Super Bowls, bro.
Helmet hair. No, Jimmy Johnson's cool. He's cool. Your list better not be all cowboy coaches. Come on.
All right, who's number two for you?
It's not necessarily number 2. Like this is just it's my favorite. Some of my favorite coaches.
Okay.
A movie we covered, right?
Okay.
James Caan from the program.
Yeah.
I thought he was just a hard ass. You know what I mean? Like one of my favorite lines from that movie. One of them is where the dude he's on the field and he goes down, and the coach is like, "Are you hurt or are you injured?" Like, what do you mean? Like, well, if you're hurt, you can still play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Badass.
Okay. Wow. I know he was a Cowboys coach. I'm not saying like I'm not gonna pick all Cowboys coaches, but man, like Bill Parcells was such a fucking a badass coach back in the day. Do you remember? Like I mean, again, he won with the Giants, the Patriots, but he did coach the Cowboys too. And man, this dude was a soundbite every fucking time. So I really like Bill Parcells.
Was that early Romo days or before Romo?
Yeah, he's the one that put Romo on and started Romo.
All right, again, another Cowboy coach, whatever. But okay, I'm gonna go with the real person.
Okay.
But more so the character from this movie, but he is real. Coach Boone from Remember the Titans, Denzel. We were talking about him earlier.
Oh man, that was gonna be my fucking pick. Okay, good. That's a good pick. I like Coach Remember Boone. The Titans.
Hell yeah,
he's a badass fucking coach, man. In the movie,
I'm sure he was badass in real life. But I really dig Denzel in that movie. So,
damn, that's a good pick. I'm gonna go with one of my favorite coaches in a movie, and he didn't do too much, but Gene Hackman in fucking The Replacements as the head football coach.
Oh yeah.
There's
good.
one part where he's talking about Keanu coming back, and I say Gene Hackman, and he looked like he was modeled after fucking Tom Landry, so I think that's a big part of it.
With the hat and everything, yeah.
I
dig it. Man, I'm on my last one already.
Yes.
Okay. Like I said, these are not the. We're not saying these are the best coaches in the world. These are just my top, which coaches I like, real or fictional. This is from another movie.
Oh.
I got Coach Klein from The Waterboy.
That's a good fucking pick.
Coach Klein.
Mr. Coach Klein.
And not even more so for his coaching abilities, although he had his one little green notebook that he had everything. Little bitty notebook, he had all the plays in. But just because he had a tattoo of Roy Orbison on his ass. Yes.
Okay. I have a pick for my last one. I wish I could do one more, but I have honorable mention. I'll mention afterwards. My last coach though, Al Pacino in fucking Any Given Sunday.
Oh, Any Given Sunday. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Good choice.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we need to do football movies. Oh yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll do a bracket. Yeah, but yeah.
Al Pacino, bro.
Al Pacino. Al Pacino.
Now, I can't believe you didn't pick Ted Lasso, because isn't he a football coach?
That's a different kind of football.
No. But before he goes over there, he's a football coach in in America, right?
Yeah, I guess that's technicality. You can say that.
Okay,
With football, just coaches in general, or Ted Lasso would have been up there.
I got an honorable mention. I want to mention that I know we'll both like him. Remember fucking John Goodman in the first
and the Nerds.
Yeah, the Nerds.
Oh man, why didn't I think of that? Most of my movies. That's a good one. That is a good one. He was a badass too.
Yes.
That's awesome. Stay.
Damn, what a rush!
Damn, what a rush!
Oh fuck.
So yeah, so that was
I think we covered him. We covered the good coach. Who is the coach in Unnecessary Roughness?
That was a guy. He just passed away recently. I want to say this year. Keep talking. I'll look it up real quick.
But yeah,
Scott Bakula.
No, he was the
quarterback.
He was
the quarterback. Yeah. I know.
Bakula was the quarterback. Fucking Sinbad was a teacher that ended up being a player that had
a player coach.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who else was in that movie. I mean, of course, Kathy Ireland. They had that one Samoa-looking guy.
Oh yeah.
Who? But it was like an old guy that was the coach. God damn, I can't think of his name.
Yeah, he just passed away. I thought he passed away. No, I'm thinking of someone else. He's still alive. His name's Hector Elizondo.
That's right. That's fucking right. Like I knew it was somebody we knew of or whatever.
But also the other coach too, Robert Loggia. I think that's the way you pronounce it.
Yes.
He was in a lot of stuff too.
He's the one that passed.
He passed a while ago. 2015. That dude was the head of McMullen Toys in the movie Big.
Yeah.
He was also in the movie we want to do, Over the Top. He's the grandpa. Over the Top.
Was he in The Replacements too?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. But fucking Goldie Hawn goes from this. I think she does Overboard after this one. She marries Kurt Russell. I think she had the two kids before. Like she had Kate Hudson before Kurt Russell. But Kate Hudson always says that Kurt Russell was her dad. So can you imagine having fucking Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn as parents? Man, that's gotta be awesome.
Oh yeah. We need to do a Kurt Russell movie.
They both come out in Christmas Chronicles. As Santa Claus.
I don't think I watched that.
I'm just saying she's still doing her fucking thing, even to this day.
Goldie Hawn, though, I like Goldie Hawn a lot.
Yeah,
but she messed up her face, man. She messed up her face.
Oh yeah. They do that Botox and shit like that. I mean, she's not Meg Ryan, but you could see like her daughter. I mean,
Meg Ryan's an alien.
Yeah,
Kate Hudson too, right? She did stuff to her face.
I don't know, but I liked her in Almost Famous. That was one of my favorite movies of hers. But her son is the new where he was the other Captain America in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, that dude, he's got a weird face too.
Yeah. Got one of those big old fucking buttholes in his chin.
Butthole chin, butt chin. You got a butt chin.
Yeah. Like fucking John Travolta.
What is next on the slate,
bro?
Do we have a plan? You got your list there?
Yeah. Well, we were talking about doing Sandler next, or if we wanted to go spooky already, which we're coming at the end of August.
We still got a whole another month, man.
All right, okay. We can do Sandler, but usually we hit up Back to School around this time. So I didn't know if you wanted to touch a school movie. You know what I mean?
Back to School?
If you want to do Back to School, we can do Back to School.
Back to School for Back to School.
Let's do it.
All right, do the triple Lindy. Go.
Emmett Walsh comes back. We're our second.
We gotta keep it all. We gotta keep it all together.
We gotta keep it 80s.
I need to grab that. I need to get that clip. That clip from Chuck and Larry was like a soko. It's like a soko.
The triple landing.
All right. So at least that's the plan for now, or not. We'll figure it out. So
I was gonna say that. Look, or if you wanna, considering who we just lost, we go into the Pee-wee realm.
Big Adventure?
Yes.
Or Cheech and Chong?
No, I think we go fucking Pee-wee's Big Adventure, bro. Like it'll be good.
Okay. I'm down with that.
All right, let's do that.
All right. So stay tuned next time for Pee-wee's Big Adventure or Back to School, whatever.
Oh fuck.
So that was Wildcats. And that's going to close out for this one. Everybody, remember to follow us on all the socials. Join our Facebook group. Now Watch This Watchers. Yeah, we need to start posting more. But
yeah.
Also, we want your feedback too. What do you think we should be doing? What are your favorite movies? Whatever. Give us some recommendations for What a Rush and all that stuff.
And hey, on our YouTube, like, subscribe, follow, get your friends to follow, go on their fucking phone and like us on their YouTube as well. Come on, guys.
Yeah. Sign on everybody's accounts and subscribe to us. We need some subscribers on YouTube. Now watch this.
Yes.
Right? And always remember to keep watching
and keep listening. Dun, dun. It's the sport of kings, better than diamond rings. Football.
This is Dr. Dre. Party's going on.
Football.
Thank God it's Friday.
Wildcats.
Wildcats. Crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Tell me something, my friend. You ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Hey, life's a risk, carnal.
I do a great impression of a hot dog.
Billy likes to drink soda.
So am I to understand that you men completed your training on your own?
That's the fact, Jack!
Come on, seriously, who is that?
I only came here to do two things, man. Kick some ass and drink some beer. Looks like we're almost out of beer.